Hello again everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room this weekend. Look at this beautiful bow. I found this on Facebook. I was scrolling through and found someone making these beautiful bows out of DSP. So I thought, what a great way to use up your DSP and make a beautiful bow. And this is a big bow, guys. Let's see, how big is this? It's like 5 inches wide, okay? Almost 5 inches. So this is a really, really nice bow to go on any gift that you would give. Using holiday DSP, maybe you guys have some left over from last year, but we are going to make another one with this designer series paper that I had left over. I like the washy look of that. Almost like a tie-dyed, but not. That reminds me of the beach and the ocean. So I'll be back in just a moment, and I'm going to tell you how to cut everything up. If you want to craft with me, this paper is 6 by 12, 6 inches by 12 inches, and it makes a complete bow, okay? So if you want to grab that, and we'll be right back. Okay, if you have your piece of paper, you need your paper trimmer, okay? And I know you see all these clothespins over here, but I use those like extra fingers to hold stuff together. And, you know, you could hold it together or you could clip it together and keep going. I like to clip it together and keep it going. You will also need a brad. Now, I have little brads here. I would suggest to get a little bit longer than these, but it's what I have and it works. It held that nice bow just nicely. Okay, and then I did use my paper piercing mat and my pokey tool, okay, for this project. So I'm so excited about this. I have a downline. Hi, Skeeter. This really, too, this video is great for you because you're always asking about what should I do with my excess DSP? I don't know what to do with all this DSP. This is a great way to use it. Okay, so we have our piece here of DSP. At 6 by 12. So here's the 6-inch side, and then here's the long 12-inch side, okay? We want the 12-inch side at the top, and we're going to make 8 1-inch cuts, okay? 8 1-inch cuts. Now, did you guys know that the blade is double-sided for your paper trimmer? So if you go up, then take your next cut and come down. This way you use both sides of your blade and it kind of stays equally sharp or getting equally dull. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3. We're going to do all this on camera. 4. 5. 6, and 2 more, 7, and 8. Now watch what I do with my paper. Just turn it 90 degrees, okay? And then you want to make 1 1-inch cut. This will give you a 1 by 4 inch. Put that one to the side, separate. Then see how we cut that? Turn it again 90 degrees. Put it up to the 1 inch. And now I want you to get 4 cuts out of this one. 2. 3. And that's 4. Okay? You use the entire piece of paper, guys. The entire 6 by 12 makes this beautiful bow. Okay. I'll be back in a minute and we'll start to put it together. We're going to start with the 1 by 4 piece, the single piece. This is going to be the middle piece right here. And I just want you to take it and roll it over on itself. Okay. I'm going to use some Tombow. You can use some snail, but then I would also suggest to use some Tombow. You really want some good adhesive on this. Now, So I just roll that around, okay, about that diameter. And here's where my clothespins come into play. I use them as my fingers. Okay, so I put that aside. Now, the side of, now that, let me just say this circle, the side that you want to show, let that be on the top, okay? Now for the rest of the flower, the side that you want to show, you have to flip it to the bottom, okay? So see, I want this wavy ocean type color showing through here. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. And then on the bottom of each one of these, I just put a little snail. Okay, I'm just going to do a few together. Now, pick up one strip as it's down, fold it in half, twist it. Okay, it's a fold and a twist. You'll have to manipulate the paper. Now watch how I'm bending that paper into itself, so this comes to a nice point. And then I'm going to attach it right there with the Tombow. Okay, I'm going to pull that in. Attach that right there. And again, I'm going to take a clothespin and set that to the side. You want to do that with each one of these. Now, let me say this much. This is a boo-boo. Don't make a straight line. Just put a dot. Okay, again, let's do it again. Fold it in half. Twist it. Kind of manipulate that paper. Push it so that this is almost like a point. Okay? And you really only need, honest to goodness, a dot of Tombow, or there's really glue all over the place, but we're okay. And now I clip it with a clothespin. And I do get that wiggle room with that Tombow so that I can really bring that in and make that a nice point. This one could be a little pointier right there. Okay? See, because that makes the bow, whether it's going to be pointy or rounded. Okay, this one I could have done a little bit better job. It was my first one. I think I did okay, but I'm kind of seeing what the look that I like a little bit better. So again, right here, in half, twist. Push it up into the paper itself. Just manipulate the paper. It won't tear. Right there. Then I clip it. Okay, I'm going to do all the large ones. Then you're going to bring in your small ones, and you're going to do the same thing. So let's just do one together. So I just put a dot of Tombow on that. Flip it over, fold it in half, twist it, and stick it. And then just slide it kind of over so that you get that nice point. I'll be back in a minute and we'll start to put the bow together. The next step is poking your little hole. Now if you have like a 16-inch hole punch, which I don't, this would be a great place to use that hole punch. But I'm just going to use my pokey tool because it's perfect for this little brad. So you want to bring your parts of your bow over, and now I'm going to unclip the clothespin, and just about just right in the area that you'd like the brad to go, kind of centered right there. Just poke a hole. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can manipulate these around. So I'm going to go through every one of these, poking holes. Just that you don't have to be like crazy about it. Okay, this one right here where you've lapped it over, made the loop, just get inside in the middle, right in the middle of this one, and poke a hole right there. Okay? Okay? So, you want to do these on all the big ones and all the little ones. And I'm using my foam mat. We'll just quickly get these done. It doesn't take a second. We can do it together. I hope you're crafting with me, maybe. And now these are the small ones. And I'm going to put those up here. keep them a little separated. Okay. Now we're going to put them together. Take your brad and put it through this little cylinder. Put it right through that little hole right there and let it stick out. Hold it with your thumb and start to take the longer ones and put 4 on the bottom. See where I'm going? Or no, I'm sorry, not the large ones. Back up, put the brad in there, take the small ones, the 4 small ones, I'm sorry, and put those on first, okay? So they'll be close to this little cylinder. The 4 small ones go first. Just like that. Okay? Now, in between here, the 4 small ones, that's where you want to start to attach the longer ones. Look how pretty that comes. This is so much fun, guys. And you know, I use this out of a 6x12 piece, but you could have remnants of 1 inch, right? Because the longest you need is 6 inches. So you can have just some, you know, scraps laying around that's 1 inch by 6. Okay. Put that all the way around. Now again, in the middle of these, but it's going to line up with the short one. But because it's long, what a gorgeous effect right there. Didn't that make that bow perfect? Just by adding that 1 more layer. Now I'm getting a little, you know, short there with my brad because I had the shorter brads, but it's still going. It's still going to make it, and it's still going to hold it. I would suggest just a little longer brad, but I couldn't wait to order a longer brad to show you this because I think it's just fantastic and fun to make. Here is our bow, guys. Now look, I'm just going to push that down, take my fingernails, and spread this apart. Any other time I could get right into it. You know how it goes. There we go. Now like I said, mine's short, but it's okay. It's still going to hold it. Look at that. And now what you want to do for your gift is put, I'm just going to flatten this out. There we go, just flattening that out, burnishing it down. Nice. It holds it perfectly. Look at that. And then you can take your bow and you can manipulate these. These will move a little bit so that you can get the perfect placement of it. But I think that's great. Look at my 2 bows I made today. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me for just a minute to make these bows out of DSP for your absolutely gorgeous presents that you probably give through the holiday season. I did this with some retired DSP. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you order $25 in product from me, when you click on the big blue button at stampinginthevalley.com, I will send you these 2 free card kits. Please watch the video at the end of this one. Thanks for watching. Have a great crafting day.